Hello everyone, this is Diane. I am back from my weekend away for my niece's wedding. It was a wonderful weekend. I left Friday morning and I got back Sunday evening. So I think it was Friday morning. Yeah, I left Friday morning. So I was gone for 3 days and I had a great time with my family. Got to see my beautiful niece marry the man of her dreams, and I just had a wonderful time. I am tired today, not feeling the best. I don't know why, but I'm just going to kind of take it easy today. But I did go down to the outdoor flea market, my Monday flea market. I almost didn't because I just wasn't feeling well. But I thought, well, I'll just go down and just see. And there were very few vendors there because it was threatening rain. And it turned out it just started to rain right before I left, and I'll explain a little about that because it was very fortuitous, actually. So I got a few I was so glad I went because it's one of those times when there's not many people there. I think I'm not going to find anything, and I found great stuff, and some of it's going to go in my shop. I want to say right off the top here that I'm not reserving anything here. I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed with stuff going on in my shop right now, and I need to catch up with things, so I'm just going to show you stuff and I'll get it in my shop when I have time. So without talking anymore, I just wanted to give you a preview of what you might see in this video. We are going to look through what I got, and I'm excited to go through this with you because I don't even know what's here. I have boxes, a couple boxes of things that I know the general idea of what's in them, but I haven't actually looked at the items. So I got a collection of children's books, vintage children's books, and they're just fun old books. There's I think it's a Troll Under the Bridge on the Three Billy Goats Gruff. This cover isn't in great condition, but I want to do something with it because it's really cute, and I'm really loving the Rand McNally books and the Wonder books and the Golden books. This is 1957. Look how cute they are. Yeah, they're calling him a troll. He doesn't look like a troll because he's too cute. These are adorable pictures. Look at that. Whoops, lost it. I probably won't find it again, and that's okay. They're all cute pictures. And Mr. Rabbit and the Lovely Present. Maurice Sendak pictures. Oh, it's a library book. Cool, and it's got the card in it too. That's awesome. It doesn't have the date that they used it as a library book. It actually looks like a kid's writing there. 1962. It's a paperback book. But the Maurice Sendak illustrations are great. It's not the high-grade paper quality, but I think it'll be fun to work with. Because look at those pictures. They're beautiful. And Bow Wow, Squeeze Please and Hear Me Say Bow Wow. It's a Bonnie book. So it does have the apparatus, but I don't know how to make it work. It's got a spring in there, and it's got something in there. So and this was attached here, and then when you squeeze the book, it would have made a noise to make him say Bow Wow. But the pictures, again, are cute. This page is coming out. I've never seen this book. It's harder to find Bonnie books than the other little kid books. This is 1955. Again, very cute illustrations. And this one I liked too. I believe I have probably seen this illustrator's work before because it just looks like a familiar style, although I don't think I've ever seen this book. And this is a Caldecott metal book, and this is the paperback edition. Again, a library pocket and card that were not used. And this is 1981. Again, beautiful illustrations, kind of a folk art style, like that. And lastly, Marshmallow. This is a Caldecott Honor book also, paperback edition from Scholastic. And I remember as a child reading a book with illustrations with this kind of a style. Could have been the same illustrator, I don't know. Claire Turley Newberry. Let's see when this original was. 1942, so yes, it could have been the same illustrator, but this edition is 1970. 1993. I thought it looked newer than that. But do you know of another book that has this style of illustration? Because I can almost see what this book was. I've never seen this particular book before, but this illustration style definitely. And I can see the kind of book, the sturdy books, and I can see what the end papers were. These were I'm talking about the library books that I read in school, elementary school. Really, really cute. So that's the children's books. And from the same vendor, he had this stack of books that I really thought about getting, whether I should get them or not. Because, as you know, I'm trying to limit what I bring home. And I don't really need more book pages. But these are from the 50s, and they're on cake decorating. So the pictures are so good in these. And I thought, I'm never going to find these again, so I'm going to take them home. Simplified cake decorating. And they do smell musty, but he said they came from a very clean environment, so it won't take long to air them out. I'm not seeing the date on this one. And these are black and white. But still, fun pictures. These would make really good journal cards in a big... Oh, quite musty. But I like these, like, etched kind of drawings. So, as I was saying, that big picture would make a good journal card in a large journal. And these would just make fun embellishments. I think I'll have fun with that. This was stuck in it. I don't see a date on this either. Just about the different kinds of tips and how you can use them. Then there's some books from Wilton. You know, Wilton, the cake decorating people. I'm going to adjust my camera. Pictorial Encyclopedia. Love the colors on the front. I don't know if that will come off. I can feel there's something on it, so it's not just a stain. Let me see real quick if I can wash it off. Yeah, it comes off. It might leave a little bit of a stain, but that's okay. Because I was thinking this cover might be a fun journal if it's not too warped. Yeah, I might make a cover out of that. Journal cover. It's not badly warped. That's a beautiful picture. It's got swans on the cake. 1969. There's a castle cake. That one has some coloring on it. But I just love the old style of photos. Sock it to me. She's winking. Ragdoll cake. What year did I say this was? I thought Sock It To Me was a 70s thing. 69. I guess it was a late 60s thing. It just makes me think of Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In, right? Sock it to me, sock it to me. Which I didn't watch when I was that age because I was young, but I think I've seen it in reruns or something. So just pretty cake decorating techniques along with pictures of the finished cakes. So I think this will be fun to play with. What do you think? Would you have gotten these books? I know one of these books is from the 50s. This is from Ideals. One, two, three, four. I don't know. 50. That can't be. I don't think that's from the... Well, yeah, it is. Strawberry Shortcake. It's from the 80s. 84. I don't know, something like that. It looks older than that. But it's got Strawberry Shortcake and Ziggy. But the pictures look more vintage. Look at that. Beautiful Petit Four. Oh my word. They're gorgeous. I want to cut that out, pastel colored cakes, and use that in a journal. So an Ideals cake decorating book. This one '54. This is probably the one I looked at for the date. This has a plastic book jacket on it, so maybe the book cover is a little cleaner. I don't know. It doesn't look very clean. So 1954. And lastly, a paperback one from Wilton. Looks more like the Ideals book. Don't see a year. It's like a yearbook there. Doesn't have a barcode. And it was $2.98 to buy this kit to make a piano cake. So we know this is old. I wonder if there's a page missing there. Nope, this says page 1. So no date on it. But that Barbie definitely looks like a 50s Barbie. Oh, sorry. All right. Sorry, I spent a lot of time on those books. Now, from the next guy, I got, well, this was the first vendor I went to, the White Van Man. And I thought, I'm not going to find anything here. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't from him. And then I spied, I picked this up, and then I spied a box on the ground, and I grabbed it. So this is a book. I should have gotten out the book that I already have. When I was young, I got a book with this cover on it, but it was Grimm's Fairy Tales at my great-grandmother's auction. I remember going there with my parents, and I wanted this book, and they bought it for me. And then it fell apart. I still kept it, and then after I learned how to make junk journals, I made myself a journal out of it. And so I saw this cover, and this is in much better condition than mine was, and I wanted it to make another journal. Not for me, but eventually I'll put a journal made out of this in my shop. But this is the box I found on the ground. I'm not going to bring the box up here, but this is what was in it. It's a pretty big box. And I didn't even look at very many of the patterns. I just looked at a couple, saw that they were all old patterns, and so I asked him how much for the whole box. He gave it to me for $10. These were in the box too. I think I kind of remember this. Maybe not. It's 1965. I wasn't even 10 years old yet. I was 8 years old. Oh, this goes this way. This is falling all apart. But like I said, these were just in the box, so, you know, they were part of it. It's got these pieces. I don't know what they're for. There's a pattern for them. I'll probably find the project somewhere in here. This is stitched down, but it's puckery. I don't know what it's for. Maybe when I look through the book, I will find out. But look at these. So cute. This same doll pattern can be used to make different styles of dolls, and there's the white rabbit. And these pages, there's a Bambi pillow, cross stitch. And this is 1965. And then this was in it, 1967. Embroidery transfers. Let's look at the patterns. I'm not going to look for dates. We're just going to look at the patterns. I like the pajama ones. That's a very old one. 50s. Love it. So I could tell that they're not in excellent condition, but I know I can do things with them. This is a pattern drawn on brown paper. See, they're crumpled up and all different eras. This one was taped. Family Weekly fashion pattern. Looks like something chewed on that. I get a little slightly frustrated when somebody shows that they got old patterns and they don't let us see them all, so we're going to look at them all. I just like looking at them. And if you don't want to look at the patterns, you can forward it, because I have sorry, old dust getting in my throat. I have another box of fun items that I got. While we look at the patterns, I can explain what I meant about the rain being fortuitous, because I was looking at this guy's things on his table. He had some scrapbooks that I didn't want. They just had old newspaper clippings. And I'd never seen this guy before, so he wasn't one of the regular vendors down there. And he said, I've got more scrapbooks and old cards and stuff down here, this end. I'll make you a deal. So I went down and started looking and knew right away that I wanted them. And it started to rain right then. Like a couple of drops, and then, yeah, it's going to rain big pretty soon. So I said, oh, it's raining. You need to get rid of all this paper stuff. How much do you want for all of this? He laughed. He goes, that sounds like something I would do. This was very good timing. And he gave me a price. You know, it wasn't like super, super cheap, but I knew it was worth it. And I had the money in my wallet. So I gave it to him, and I brought the things home with me. And I know that you guys will want some of it. See, now this is all taped with masking tape. I'll try to keep the masking tape and use and the cellophane wherever I can. I got some pieces off one I just looked at. But she is is good. I can cut her out and use her. So I know I'll be able to sell some of these and recoup money I spent on them. So I had no problem giving him what he wanted. That's old and cute. These smell musty. It's hard to get old papers and things that don't smell musty, but last time I got something that smelled musty, I forgot now what it was. I put it out on my porch. It was paper, something paper, magazines or something, I don't remember, but I put it out on my porch, and it was a nice breezy day with the sun shining, and when I brought them back in, they weren't smelling musty anymore. So hopefully that will help with these. There's a work basket from 65. That's a bonus. And another one from 63. Boy, lots of loose papers and things. Somebody didn't take very good care of their patterns. That's really cute. The hole chewed right in there. But that's not chewed up. That's weird. That's cute. I like that dress. Oh, this one's in really bad shape. It's a robe. These might be all doll patterns. They're rubber banded. Nope, they're just rubber banded together. That's cute. Oh my goodness, so cute. I do want to see the date on there if there is one, because that looks like it could be from the 40s, but there was no date. Same with that. Oh, I love this one. 50s, I would say. These are old. I mean, they're all old, but those are really old. Look at that. Look at the fitted vest and the very flared out skirt. Wow. That's cute. It's never going to end, right? It will. We're getting to the end. I'm definitely going to need an allergy pill as soon as I finish this video. Why didn't I take one before I started handling these things? Like the pajamas. Striking. These are the last couple. Oh, this has embroidery transfers. tequila in my throat. Mountain Mist. That's a quilt batting company, I believe. Lee Ward's. My mother used to get Lee Ward's catalogs. They were needlework catalogs. This looks like a Noah's Ark. Yes, it is. So some more embroidery transfers. Some graph paper. The crafty lady was sketching out some patterns. And so this is quilt applique patterns from Mountain Mist. These are cute. These would be fun in a domestic arts journal. Bridal and baby shower patterns. Looks like a church. Christmas project patterns. I like these envelopes. Personal Products Company, Indoor Fun. This is in really good shape. So they're just copies of patterns. And another one that doesn't say what it is. And that's it. Gonna just kind of toss these down back in the box so we can look at the last box. Paper crumbs all over the place. I did clean my craft room before I went away, and I'm glad I did because it was nice to come in here today, but I didn't vacuum, so I'm glad because I'm making a mess all over with all these paper crumbs. All right, these were just sitting on the table, and then there was a box with all the other stuff. I'm gonna look through these first, and then I'll get the rest of the things out of the box. And I will tell you, the one guy charged me $10 for all of the sewing patterns and this. And I paid $60 for all the rest of the stuff you're going to see. Oh, this isn't a scrapbook. Oh, I knew there were two scrapbooks. Here's another one. So this was in the box. I didn't even know what it was. It's geography. It's old. Probably has some cool pictures to use. Oh, wait. 1875. Told you it was old. Oh, look. That is cool. Oh, my word. I like that. Even this, the way this font looks and it would be good background for stuff. The paper is brittle. So it would have to be glued down to something, Mod Podged, not just folded into a journal. It wouldn't withstand that. So there's maps and engravings. That's great. Okay, the scrapbooks. They contain greeting cards. For the dearest mother anywhere. I'm trying to see if there's a year on it. How do you open it? Okay, there we go. No year on that one. Postcard. 1944 is the postcard. snowmen. They're cute. Snowman and Snow Lady. Oh, look at the red. I'll have to save those. That didn't come out of there. Mansfield Junior High School commencement, 1933. This is Wave Quarters, the military women's, I'm not sure what WAVE stood for, but there's women in uniform. Wave Quarters, Washington, D.C. That's interesting. Look at those stickers. That's the Christian flag. More of the red photo corners. Cool, there's a bunch of them. I am going to save them. Valentine. I won't go into great detail looking at these because we have a lot to look at. Besides, there's things that aren't cards to look at also. Oh, look at that! No strings attached to this birthday wish. I just love old greeting cards. And I just saw on 11 Dancing Dandelions, before I went away, that she did some mini journals with greeting cards. They weren't this old, but they were vintage. And they all came in one set. They all had similar styles and same size, and she used the cards as the cover. These are paper. Those cards were a little bit more cardstock weight, but I definitely want to do something like that because that was a great idea. I do have a large greeting card that's a trifold that I definitely want to make a journal with. And then when I saw her smaller ones, I was like, well, why couldn't I make it with the smaller ones too? I could. It would be fun. Oh, that's adorable. There's a postcard. I'm going to have all kinds of this Scotch tape. That's beautiful. I like that they used photo corners to put them in the book and instead of glue. They won't have that. They're not hard to get out and they won't have the mess on the back. That is really pretty. Another Wave Quarters card. Postcard, birthday postcard. 1941. That's cute. I love the gingham and the pansy. Valentine's. We had a painting of that hanging in our living room when I was a child. Unused pages. So there's a lot in there. Let's take a look at these little things before we go through the next scrapbook. I'm going to run out of time here. Our Baby's Own Book, 1918. Beautiful picture there. Harry Walter Hughes. I love the images on this. But I don't make baby books. So I will sell this in my shop eventually. I won't reserve it for anybody. Burdock Blood Bitters. I've seen these almanacs. I've gotten some of these in bundles of stuff. They're, the pages are brittle, but you can glue them down and use them for journaling. Favorite songs of the people. So that's a song book. Hits of Long Ago, another song book. And Treasure Chest of Songs We Love. The Star Amateur Electrician. The how and why of electricity with plans for making and operating electrical apparatus, toys, and novelties. That's cute. The Wizard's Manual. How to Run a Lathe. Okay, next scrapbook. Cute little Scotty dog on the front. United States Ship Dorsey. And these are also put in with photo corners, but they're round ones. I don't think I've ever seen round ones. I tore. Well, so these are glued on top of the card, so these will be a little trickier to remove, but I would like to try to preserve some of those too. There's a real amethyst on this. Okay, maybe not real. I can probably use a heat gun to get some of these off. Oh, look at that one. Over and over. Again and again, the season's best wishes. That is adorable. Just flip through quickly. I think I'll keep that and put it in my journal with the story. I've told it on my channel. I'm not going to tell it right now, but we used to have a little lamb when I was a little girl. So little that I don't even remember, but the story is famous in my family. That is a gold. Whoops. Sorry. Lighting is not good because it's a very cloudy day. So I've got some really cool photo corners in these scrapbooks. Oh, this is adorable. Christmas cards. You can tell they're during the war. Some of them are patriotic looking. Okay, now let's see what is in the box. There are postcards in here, I know, and some more greeting cards. Oh, this is a calendar, Sacred Art Calendar from 1930. Oh, look at the interesting calendar portion. It has scripture. That is cool. Wow. And no mother to guide them, Sergeant's Dog Book. Oh, sorry. I changed my camera angle for the scrapbook. So that's just got a bunch of dogs and how to care for them. Selection of choice recipes. How's that, Grandma? This is Rumford baking powder. 1909. Greeting cards. Guess I better change that again. That's adorable. I know there's one racist card in here. I would not have bought it. He pointed it out to me, but it was part of the box, so I'll just not use it. This is from 1945. It makes it sound like she's going to have another baby, but it's another birthday she's going to have. Buffaloed. Don't let yourself be buffaloed. Postcard. Niagara Falls. Valentine. Aw, a get well card. This is cute. It's a Hallmark card. And postcards. SeaWorld. I like these kind. Aw, kittens. Reading, Pennsylvania. Look at the writing on that. I don't like this, but I like this side. Mannheim. I'm not sure if 1912 is the date on that. I don't know. That's the racist one. I think that's the same one I already saw. Yeah, it is. A photograph. 1955 for these. Cute. Postcards galore. This was pretty much a steal at $60 actually, with all those cards, and this is a pretty tall stack of postcards. They're not all the kind that are, you know, the illustrated kind, but they are all vintage. Great Lakes State, Michigan. It's one of those accordion postcards. Congratulations, retirement dinner. 1983, that's barely vintage. Well, it is vintage, but not by my standards. My daughter was born in 1980. I like that envelope. I got something that we already looked at something from the Sturbridge Yankee Workshop. Kellogg's from Battle Creek. Oh, that is really cool. The Pretzel. It's the name of this little publication from Reading. So I wonder if they make pretzels in Reading, Pennsylvania. Reading, Pennsylvania is far away from me. Pennsylvania is a big state. Reading is, I think it's in the far west of Pennsylvania, and I'm in the east. I've never been to Reading. That's Williamsburg, Virginia. I have been there. Texas, Florida. There's a plain postcard that's vintage. It's 2 cents. Ford Motor Company. This one is another one of those souvenir book postcard sets. Williamsburg again. I do like Pinocchio. 1992. These are, oh, that's a greeting card, little note card. They don't look terribly old. Norman Rockwell. There's another Norman Rockwell, some more souvenir postcards. America the Beautiful, 1988. These were 15-cent postcards. I don't know what they are now. And that's it. We got through it all. So I got the children's books, the vintage cake decorating books, the vintage patterns, and all of these cards and postcards with the additional booklets and stuff. What was your favorite? I think my favorite has to be the patterns. If I buy vintage patterns, that's usually my favorite. And then the greeting cards. What did you like the most? I will put a lot of this stuff in my shop, but it's going to take me a while to get to it because I have other things that need to be listed first. So keep watching my shop, as I always say. Keep watching the shop and you will keep seeing things listed there. Favorite my shop and click the bell for my YouTube channel so you get notified of videos where I will show you what's in my shop. And I will be getting started hopefully today on the next journal, and I can't wait to get started on it. You'll find out in another video what that journal is all about. Have a creative day today. Bye bye.